What's good, y'all? Hope everybody had a good day in the markets today. Man. I had a pretty crazy morning this morning. I had a good trade. Had a good trading day. But bruh, everything after that, oh man. Left my cup on top of the car and drove off with it, you know. Completely forgot I was up there full of coffee, just all over the car. Just man. Lost it's a little Yeti cup, lost the like little magnetic top for it. So I gotta go buy a new one of those. No, I hate going to the store, so all right, man. So lost my wallet today. That's fun. But yeah, bro. Hope y'all's Monday has been good. Good to y'all. But yeah, so yeah, let's get into this weekly kind of forecast. If you want to call it that, just it's kind of really my thoughts, man. Just where I expect this week to go, kind of how I want to look into trading this week. So starting off with the monthly chart here, we traded above the previous month's high, and then we started to retrace down from there. We have 9 days left in February, and pretty much I don't have really a idea of where I think price is going to close at. Although I can say if it does close above this previous month's high, then I will expect higher prices overall on NAS, immediate higher prices, I should say. If it closes below, then I would expect the next month to go lower before we continue higher. Maybe test 50% of this wick and then go lower. But we'll see. We will see. Looking at the weekly chart here, we made this fair value gap, and that caused us to pretty much rally up, taking out pretty much this context high right here. Okay. Once we got above that, we just started to kind of come back down here, as you guys can see. There's not really much going on. Honestly, it's not a lot that's kind of, give me any directional bias here. Besides, price being bullish here, but at this point, like this move, the way that we're coming down, I don't know. There's no PDA raise here to pretty much continue higher from. I should say we didn't displace higher or anything like that, so the weekly charts right now is pretty much useless for me. Let's take a look at the daily here. Okay, and the daily is where we start to get interest in that. So let's start from this move up here, right here. So this fair value gap, and I'll kind of mark this out. I'm good for not marking stuff out, but so this fair value gap here caused us to go ahead and make this rally up, taking out this context high right here. Okay. Pretty much like this whole order flow leg was created because of this fair value gap, and this is the context high. By context high, I just mean that this high, okay, basically from this low to this high right here has a fair value gap in it. So this is the order flow leg up. So this high right here would be considered my context high. So I'm probably trying to trade it back down into this fair value gap. This is now my context high that I'm looking for price to take out. So that's pretty much what I mean by context high. High or low, anyway. So yeah, we traded up, took out this high, okay, and we did create another new fair value gap here. Okay, we have volume imbalance here. And yeah, so after we pretty much made this run up, once we come back down, I'm expecting price to respect this here. If we're gonna continue higher, I'm expecting price to respect this. We also make a little small one here. As you can see, price just completely disrespects this fair value gap, and it's a bit small actually, but price disrespects this fair value gap. So I'm not expecting higher prices off of this anymore once we close all the way down like that. And just kind of looking at this candle right here, you can see we took out this low and rallied back up. we failed to displace higher once we took this low out. So now we're starting to get into a switch from bullishness to bearishness. And that's kind of my thought process once I see, okay, for one, we're disrespecting fair value gaps. Two, we're taking out old lows, which should cause like this is the last PD array, and this is the final PD array in the PD array matrix. This is the old low. So once we take this out here, I'm expecting price to, and then we do trade higher. I want to see a displacement. That's going to basically give me that confidence as, yeah, okay, we're still going to continue higher. We didn't get that. So looking at this volume imbalance right here. Okay. The man himself has spoken on these and said that the volume imbalance is the weakest of his PD arrays. Okay. And if price can't make it through a volume imbalance or rejects off of it, then that's a good sign that price is going to reverse. So once we get into this volume imbalance, the fact that we failed to close above it and to push through it, that's another sign of bearishness for me immediately. And this candle was pretty much the close of Friday. Okay. This candle is Sunday's opening until now, which is Monday evening, Asia session, just about. So yeah, we failed to close above this volume imbalance here, which leads me to once again assume that we're starting to switch bearish. Okay, so if we are bearish, where is the draw on liquidity? And the clear answer to that is this low. Okay, so that is my bias leading up until, I'm gonna say roughly Wednesday or Thursday. Tuesday could get down there if London session has a big range day. Tuesday could do it. We do have 8:30 news, high impact news for Canadian dollars. So I don't, sometimes that has a big impact on NAS. Sometimes it doesn't. So it just, it is CPI. So, just going to keep an eye on that low, honestly, and see what happens. I don't think it's going to get down there, tomorrow, but if it does, okay, I'm expecting price to continue higher off that. Okay, and the reason being is because, first of all, this is the daily chart. Okay, remember on the monthly chart, I want to see price continue higher. I don't want to see it just full reverse. And I'm pretty sure this is that high here. This previous month's high. Yeah, this is previous month's high right here. So I would like to see us close above that. So assuming we take this low out, we're going to be running into this volume imbalance here. Okay. And I guess just for visual sake, if we run this low and run into the midpoint of this volume imbalance and reject from there, then I would love to see price continue higher from there. That would be amazing, honestly. But I expect to capture most of my profits for this week in this move down. So that's my main focus. So assuming that we don't take out this low tomorrow, then from today leading up until Wednesday or Thursday, I'm bearish and I'm trying to catch, I'm trying to get my money there. So we're going to see how that plays out. Going down to the 4-hour here, we can kind of see price in full bearishness here. And the order flow is just completely bearish. It's nothing about this order flow is calling bullishness at all. Okay. Let me get rid of this right here. So this fair value gap and this bearish order flow leg, we traded into it. And then we take out the context low here. Okay. And once this low is taken out, we trade up But you can see we don't displace. We do not displace higher. We trade up very slowly and end up turning around and displacing lower. So all of that just gives me more confluence that price is actually going to continue lower. Okay. I expect within the next 3 hours here for this candle to close. Okay. Not fully closing in this fair value gap, leaving it open and pretty much trading back into this fair value gap and then continuing lower for there. We can consolidate. All right. Leading up into, CPI and news can create that displacement lower. Which is pretty much why I do think Tuesday has the chance of doing it, but I really just don't want to see that, because then that means I might have to trade the other end of the weekly range, and I guess we'll see how it goes. We'll see what CPI does tomorrow, so that'll kind of determine that for me. But yeah, I want to see this stay open. I feel like that could be very interesting. We're trading into that, and go ahead and take out this low. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. I mean, nothing below the 4-hour time frame is anything that interests me, honestly, because I do use the hourly time frame for a very specific reason. And of course, the 15.5, 1 and 15 second, anything below that is really more of kind of my entry time frame. So as far as my bias goes, I kind of stop on a 4-hour. I don't really need to go lower than that. But yeah, man, that's my bias for this week, and that's the direction that I'm gonna be looking to take trades in. Like I said, if we do take out this, just kind of like a little recap, if we take out this low tomorrow, then I will be looking for buys going into Wednesday, especially Thursday and Friday. But more specifically, if Tuesday does create the low of the week, taking out this low, then Wednesday and Thursday, specifically Wednesday and Thursday, then yeah, I'm gonna be looking for those long trades. So we'll see how that goes. We will see how that goes. Yeah, and I might do a little live trade tomorrow, because I do feel like tomorrow is gonna be pretty interesting. So, yep. So that pretty much wraps up this weekly forecast here, and yeah, catch you guys tomorrow.